Hey everyone, welcome to Lost Odyssey, an Xbox 360 title from way back when. Obviously you can see on the title screen there, 2008, by a company called Mistwalker. Basically made by a bunch of old people from Final Fantasy and a bunch of other games. I'm not going to say like old as in like they're older, but I mean nowadays they are, but you know what I mean. Anyways, yes, this game is definitely a hidden gem on the Xbox. It's 4 discs long. I got a long trek ahead of me. This game is so good. I just wish it was released on anything else other than, I mean, yes, Microsoft put it out. It's nice on the 360. It would have been lovely to see it on PC at any point, but I'll take what I can get. This game is still really good, and I'm actually going to get started. So, let me just set up my settings here because it's going to start off with, I'm going to set attack speed to fast. That'll work, that'll work. Yep, all good. Oh, there we go, save. So, welcome to Lost Odyssey proper. This is the battle system for Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey takes on a traditional turn-based RPG mechanic, where basically you have attack skills and all that. So far, all we can really do is just attack. So, we have a bunch of different choices we can choose from. And we have a bunch of different options that we have, where there's a front and back and so on and so forth. I'll go into this later, but for now, let's just attack things. All right, got a couple more to go. Let's take out some stuff behind us. couple more to go. Let's see, we got a group right here. Welcome to our first boss battle of all things. This is honestly, I wouldn't really call it much of a boss battle here. You just got a heavy tank unit. Basically, we got a bunch of Industrial Revolution that's like all magic-y and things, which kind of is why we're in a war in a situation like this. But yes, we have two different units we can attack here. There's no real gimmick, well, there is a gimmick to this battle. So we'll just attack one. And you notice how his defense system has been activated. This battle is like, oh hey, so that one has a defense up, so we're gonna attack the left unit instead. And since you can only do one at a time, we just gotta focus on attacking one or the other. All right. So let's go back to this one here. All right, this attack is rather silly, to say the least. I mean, it's bringing up a crane. So you would expect I could just move out of the way or something. Not really. I know it's going to do a lot of damage to me, but I'm just going to attack the left unit instead. Is this going to hit me with a blade attack? I lose a lot of health, yes, and my GC rating goes down a little bit more. Which, at the point that we are at now, it doesn't really matter too much. Since this is kind of like, I wouldn't say like a forced battle per se, but we are pretty much set. All right, let's take care of this one. All right, and then go back to the right one. All right, let's bring up the blade, but we're okay. And we're done here. So, nobody survived that, as you can tell. I mean, for now anyway. I mean, obviously there's a lot of people that, yeah, how did we survive? That won't be explained. But for now, we might want to figure out about actually getting out of here. So yes, this game has like a giant map on the side here. We can actually look at it and see where things are and all that.
Guess we have no choice.
So yes, everything got destroyed, but these things just came back to life out of nowhere. So something's a little bit iffy about that. Might as well just take care of them. Yes, we're dealing with just standard JRPG fare here, where we have level ups and gold and SP and things like that. Nothing too special there. But what we do have is if we just kind of look around these areas here, other than the fact that we could walk on magma and be stupid about it. If we just kind of look around, notice a bunch of things here and there, we can actually ram things like this. And find things while we do that. Sure. To trigger the target ring system, you need rings. After you equip your character with rings, the attack command will bring up a target ring automatically. As you notice, during all the attack animations, your character will run up. Pretty much this is what this is saying, is that there's going to be a ring that forms as you're running up, and you kind of need to match it up. Once it hits basically to where they're matching up, you hit the right trigger. And you do more damage if you do that. If you get it perfect, you can just get more damage. Yep, and they're also saying that there is a timer where if you're terrible at it, it will just say bad. If you run out of time, it's still bad. All right, and it's just telling us how to equip rings as well. So, might as well equip that ring. And that ring will actually give us damage up level 1. Slightly increases attack damage, so we'll do more damage just for having this on. Well, yeah. Like I said, there is things all around this area, so if you want to find stuff, you just kind of need to look around and then just ram things as you come around. There's another thing there. Some healing medicine, which is actually useful because if we need to heal, we have 11 of them, so cool. And there is actually a healing option. We can use spells or items. We don't have to actually go into our item list. We just hit heal and then heal exactly what we need to. Really useful there. Speaking of really useful, it would be great if I stopped kind of like running into magma. But yeah, this game deals with random battle encounters instead of just like the usual stuff. But now we can actually test out the target ring. So if we hold the trigger down and we just kind of match it up when it goes through. You gotta hold it and then release. So attack. Hold the trigger, wait until it matches. I keep getting goods because I am terrible with timing. But the ring does change depending on what ring you're wearing. So this is just a starter ring. I will eventually get used to it. All right, and we get some more experience from that. Nothing really too useful. The experience here, it's pretty dull. Pretty dull. But yeah, I keep walking in lava. That's fun. Let's see, is anything else I can ram? I can ram this. And more battles.
No one gets in the way.
Thankfully, I'm not playing this on a 360. So the load times are actually, I mean, the load times originally weren't that bad. But sometimes those like little sparkle effects right before battle starts would last maybe a couple more seconds. But here it's actually really good. All right, and let's take care of you. Eventually, I will get it perfect. Not that it matters, I'm still beating them in one hit anyway. It's all good there. Moving on, we got this I can ram. Anything else? I can pick up this up. A nameplate. That one had a special icon on it. Let me go over to it here. It is a valuable item. The nameplate. Found, dropped on the Highlands of Wool. That means it might be useful for a side quest later on. Don't worry about any of these at the moment. They're DLC stuff. I'm not going to really go into them just yet. But there was pre-order bonuses for this game when it came out way back when, and that's the only way to get them, quote unquote. There are other ways, but I will go into that at some other point. For now, though, it's not really that big of a deal. We don't need to go into it. Let's see, what do we got going on here? Was that something I could hit? Nope, it's just part of the background. There we go, box. Another box.
Let's take him now.
I'm going to be very attentive on finding everything that I can find, mainly just due to the fact that there's a lot of treasure in this game, and a lot of it is very useful and could be helpful. Besides buying it with money, just finding it on the field, no big deal there. There are ways that like alleviate that. It's not really that big of a deal, especially if you can just come back to areas later on. But there are some areas that you can't, so not a big deal there. But they aren't missable by any means. I just want to get everything as I come by it because it's useful. But it's just treasure fair. It's just finding things. Games like Blue Dragon had this too, where it's like find everything in the game. And it's like, ugh. Another save point. Yes, I would like to save. Box. Nice thing about boxes is you don't have to really do anything for them. You just kind of run up to it and you get it.
See anything?
See. Maybe under the. Yeah.
Here, let me help.
Hold this.
Hey,
What?
that guy over there. He's still alive. Huh? Hey, you!
What about the others? You alone?
What's your name? Your unit?
Second Lieutenant Kai Marganar, Commander, 17th Platoon, Armored Magic Troopers.
It's a miracle you made it. Come with me. This way. Unbelievable. One survivor.
Yeah. Amazing he made it out safe. Especially in that outfit.
Yeah, JRPGs and their fancy outfits. Yeah, we're not going there just yet. There are treasures everywhere, and treasures are nice. Sure, why not? All right. So, ring assembly. Basically, how I equipped the bruiser ring earlier, you can actually make them if you have the components for them. That's components, you put the components together and you can make it. You just make them by having the components, as they say. In this case, I can make another bruiser ring. I don't need to make another bruiser ring because I'm good. But yeah, I'm just going to skip that rest of the tutorial there. I'm good to go. All right, there's another item. I'm going to walk back this way because there was a box that we walked by during the cutscene, and it would be nice to just kind of whack it if it's still available. Way back there. There we go. Got it. And I think that was it. I think if I keep going any further... Oh, nope, there's one more. Yeah, they're sneaky like that. They are sneaky, so we're good. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and... Was that it? Yeah, I broke a box when I came in. Yeah, there's 5 here. I remember that. Armored car. Wars have been wiped out. Doubt there's anyone left alive on the Highlands. Hello, person without a helmet. Yeah, the meteor fell on the battlefield. Is it true? How did such a thing happen? Well, it wasn't as much of a meteor as much as it was like lava pouring down from the sky. So that's a little weird. Please excuse me for a moment. This patient needs all my attention. Yeah, he looks battered and bruised. Yeah, if you actually kind of want to look around the field, see if you can find more contextual stuff, you can move the analog stick around. Sorry, it's very, very sensitive. Like, if you just kind of like jut it in a direction, it will go all the way. But you could also use the right trigger to zoom in, and it's on a trigger, so you can be like, so if you're like, oh, I want to see if there's a treasure right over there, I can go like that. So you can see if there's things around. But in this case, we are good to go. We found everything that we can get.
Let's move!
All right, let's find a seat.
That's Officer Seth Balmore with the 43rd Magic Division. She's like you. She got out in one piece.
Really? You two are walking miracles. Hey, I...
Here's where you get off, Lieutenant.
The Council wishes to hear from a survivor, sir. Sorry, not you, Officer Balmore.
Hey, I'm a survivor too.
The Council has only summoned Lieutenant Argonar. Sit down and shut up.
Well, that's just weird.
This way, Lieutenant. Follow me.
You know how these games are. They stopped me right here. There's a bunch of trash cans everywhere. You know how this goes. Let's find more items. Especially since the map actually takes up all this extra space. We might as well look around and see if we can find anything here. So, how about this big ladder here? This is going to take quite some time to climb up this. But might as well. If it's here and we can get on it, there's probably something up here. There's always a person that we can talk to, so that's good. So let's just kick this. All right, and we get a seed. Hello. Yeah, we'll do that in a bit, but let's get back down. Let's keep looking around here. I have a feeling most of them are just gonna be in the trash cans around here. Not that big of a deal. I'm not gonna waste too much time finding all these things, but more the merrier. Okay, I didn't look what I got there. Okay, I know what I got. All right, that's fine. All right. There we go. Money. All right, perfect. That should be everything that we can grab. And of course, another room. Might as well just take a quick once over, find out what's going on here. Doesn't look like there's anything around here. All right, so let's get on the elevator. I'm sorry, if you're gonna stop me at every turn, I'm gonna look around. So, you know how this goes. Just get a quick once over. Doesn't seem like there's anything special there. Nice spears, though. Just head on through. So, the Great Gate Station. As you can tell, there's some interactive things in the area. You'll notice those posters right there kind of flopping around. Might as well examine them. Any poster that could be flopping around, just examine it, find an item. Yeah, there's a lot of this, honestly, just going through the areas here. Let's see, is that one right there? Yes, it is. All right. Got it. And got it. All right. I think we're good to go. That should be all of them, right? Yep, that's all of them. All right. Let's follow the soldiers that want us to go through here. I'm gonna see if I can beat you there. Ain't nothing to do in here but sit down.
Hey, you're that guy, right? The soldier that can't die. The 17th Division. That was the front line. They were smack in the middle of the Wall Highlands. No one could have survived that meteor crash. But here you are, without a scratch.
Beg your pardon, Lieutenant, but it's really strange. The few we were able to save were far from the center of impact, and even those men were seriously injured. It's hard to believe that anyone could have survived that inferno.
Then don't believe it.
The Council won't like that attitude. Come on, tell us. How'd you make it?
Yep, we're not gonna tell. We're just gonna find a spot to sit down and get a view of the city.